everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. We have a very special guest today. I'll let him introduce himself to y'all.
Nawaung Maran. I'm the owner of the ZEN Japanese Grill and Sushi Bistro.
And I just recently got to eat some sushi from ZEN. It was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Sean talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
very
how-
excited.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's always like, good to hear that your food is good and it's always make you happy. That's my
Yeah, it's
that's
funny.
My goal is.
It's funny how I met him. So, I've lived here since 2006.
Okay.
And where where ZEN is located, it's, I used to call it the corner of death for a restaurant
Yes, I
because
heard that a lot.
yeah, there was one restaurant after another, after another, after another. Probably it's been, 7 or 8 restaurants, every different type of food. And then when you guys got there, it's like you always wait. Somebody goes there and you say, let me wait a couple of months, let me wait a few months. But then I'd see all the cars going there. And so we went and we tried it. And the food, it was amazing. And you guys had a wide array of food. And then we started going a lot. And then I was able to start to understand the culture that you had built at ZEN, the way your staff, the attentiveness of your staff, just how they really knew who you were when you came there a lot of times. And the service was, they didn't have to come and talk to you. They'd already know what you wanted. And it was just such a great experience. Everybody always looks happy there. They're always coming over and high-fiving you. And I'm like, man, this is fascinating. When we start our podcast, I'm going to want to feature Noah because you've built such a great culture there and you've gone into that corner that no other restaurant has worked, and you guys have pulled it off and have just an incredibly booming business. How did you get to this point where you guys could launch something like, unpack that for us?
Yes. So I'm since you mentioned it, it's this funny thing mostly people walk into the restaurant, they mention about it. Hey, do you know this location? This location is like, it's a few restaurants before, and then they come in open for a couple months. The most one is like 8 months, 6 months, and then they gone. So, and then I'm really glad that you guys are making it here and successful. So I was like, oh, okay. So I heard that a lot. I heard that people saying that. So like you mentioned it. When I first opened it, this is my dream. This is my dream to be open my own restaurant for. Since I was young age, early as 20, it's dream come true. And then when I first opened it, it was in middle of the COVID. It's 2020, around really you can do anything. You can sitting and then. But when we planned it, it was ahead 2009, beginning of 2019 when we first. We don't know that it's coming, so we was planning and building all those. We're gonna open in this on 2020, but when we started opening it, it was the COVID hit, so we can't do anything. We have to wait until end of the December. So that's what we December 16 is our first opening, and then always like you mentioned it, I want my customer to be when they walk in, I want them to feel welcoming. I want them to feel really enjoying their food. I want to be like family. Instead of I always treat the customer like what I want to be treated. When I walk in. Yeah, when you go out to eat, I want them to know me, and then I want them to like a family. Hey, say hi to hey, how you doing, and those. I always wonder. That's what I learned through my 17 plus years. I learned that the service is very important, and the food is important, of course, but the service is very important as the food. So I always train my I call it family, but my employee. I always train them, get to know them and then serve them like you want to be served, as you want to be served.
Yeah.
Treat them as you want to be treated. So that's how it go. From the beginning. Yes.
Wow. So you said 17. So take us a little bit through your childhood. You were born. You were born in Burma, which is now Miramar.
Yes.
Miramar. Yes. And so take us through you said you're 38, right?
Yes.
38. So walk us through, being born in country. How long did you live there, and when did you move to the U.S.?
Okay. I was in US in about 16 years now. In US, I came this country as a refugee. Yeah, I'm a refugee. Like my country is is community. It's communication controlled by the military government. It's very similar to the North Korea. It's very similar. It's communist country. So when I
So
really
very strict, very strict,
yeah,
very
very
controlled.
strict. Yeah. So when I was young, when I was in like 10th grade, my college year, that time we were young. Like Shannon, your age, we were young. We want to have our future. We want to fight for our future. So that time we did all those like against the government thing. I don't know what's a protesting like those things. We did it, when we were young because
Riots.
we want like freedom. We want this democracy, when we were young. So when we did that, of course they come and like capture you and all those things happen. So we have to flee away from our country. So that's when I become refugees. I was in Malaysia after I go out from my country. That time I was like 19 years old. Yeah, about 19 years, 18, 19 years old. And then I was in Malaysia for a stay in the UN refugee camp. And then
So you're in Myanmar, Burma, till you're about 19.
yes, about
So
18 years old. Yes.
So what was that? What was that like? Was there traditional school there? Like what was your childhood like there? Compared to like the way it is here.
yeah, very very different. It's
Yeah.
it's poor, but we from poor family, very poor family. I'm glad that my dad passed away when I was really young. So my mom, who's the one who raised me, so she tried her best to raise me. So I went to school, like normal other kid did, and then the but that time when you're young, you get a lot of like dream, and you have a lot of like things that you want to be done and for your future, and then, but we don't have any chance to do that. You can do anything. You can do anything like that time. We don't have electricity. We don't have those. We have like TV, but like not they close it down, so we only have the can watch that whatever the government allow it to watch it.
So just total censorship.
So
Yeah,
it's very, very
all
filtered. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
very very filtered. You don't have that time. We don't have internet or anything.
Wow.
Yeah, everything is like like block it down, so you don't hear anything. What's the other country do? And then we always want to eager to know how to what's the other country do. What's the even though like I mentioned earlier, I want to be like I like singing. Like I like singing and those, but every time, even though the song like that time when I was uh teenage, we were very like it's like who is the singer like Westlife. This they from England. The singer,
Okay.
yeah, those like Backstreet Boy and
Oh, okay.
those are
Yeah.
like yeah
You
those
too, and
yeah those are my timeline. So even though when I want to like listen to their sound, we have to like like after long they come out the airborne and you have to wait long time to get someone like we have to like copy to listen it. It's so
wow.
hard to like those things. So we want to free from that. We want to free from that. We want to fight for our future. So yeah, that's
So that's interesting that it was shut off, but even there, there was an
yes.
underground where somebody was sneaking in this other stuff, and so
Yes.
you could get access to
Yes.
it.
So there's few people like they like working on like Thailand side, Indian side. So they bring those things, like
Yeah,
to
like
listen.
check this out.
Yeah,
Look at what
yeah.
this is. Whoa,
We
what
were
is
so
this?
exciting, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, to listen all those. So yes, yeah, that's my child. It's really hard. We don't have any electricity, like nothing compared to here right now. Like my son right now, right? My son right now, he he go crazy when we like he went crazy like when we out for electric like 2 hours, you know.
With the
Oh,
storm.
yeah, it's like
I can't use my phone. I
yeah,
can't watch TV.
yes,
Netflix.
yes. And then I told him like, you know, hey, you know, when I was young, it's we don't have any electricity at all. Don't talk about internet, you know, we don't have any.
Right.
He was like, "How do you live? You know, how do you live in those addresses?" It's very different right now, you know,
Yeah.
than the when we pass in our childhood. So yeah, it's very.
So take us through, out of all of the places in the U.S., how did you end up in Mandeville, Louisiana?
Okay, so I don't have any family, so I was like I mentioned, I was a refugee. So the when I was in Malaysia, they gave me the visa and then the social and green card. So I have to follow the where they send me. So the first state that they sent me to is Nebraska. It's in Omaha. I was in there for like 2 years. And then they gave me a place to stay, but they gave me a place to walk. But that time my English not good. You know, I don't understand at all, and I have to like go school for like they call like ELS, like English is second language.
English language science, I think it's
Yeah,
ELS
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yes. I have to go school for that to learn the English. And it's really hard when I first get here. I even feel like wanted to go back, you know, because like when I first come, it was in winter, and we never has in my life. I never like have snow or that cold before.
Really? Oh, I
Oh,
bet.
Nebraska's
Yeah,
cold.
cold.
Oh, really cold, you know, like that's when I get there, it's around like September, October around there. It's really start cold, but when it hit like December, the snow is about like my thigh, you know. And what I have to do is I got a job. It's in the meat factory. It's called Tyson. Yeah, it's really cool in there too. You know, it's like all the like cow. You know, they hook up on there and then
Oh, big
they
meat.
run through, and then you have to like follow to. If you cannot cut it, it's gonna line up over there. So you have to like cut it, and then you have to wake up very early in the morning, and then you have to catch the bus to get there. It's about like 40 to 1 hour, you know, depend on the how far it is. So I live in Omaha, and then the factory is in Iowa, I think. Yeah, it's in there. So I have to like take the bus for. I have to wake up so early, and then the snow is right there, and then you wait in the bus station. It's like really, really cold, you know, to get the bar there. And then after you finish, you come back to your apartment, and then you have to run back to your school, you know, to.
So you make it into the U.S. That you come from Malaysia to the U.S. is how you got here?
Yes.
And you get here, and then you go through the process, and then this is your first job in the process that you're assigned. They put you on a plane or a bus to Mexico? I mean, to Nebraska?
Yeah, they put a plane
To Nebraska, and then
Nebraska.
here's where you're going to live. This is where you're going to work.
Yes.
And go figure it out.
Yeah, it's like that. So yeah.
And
So,
you were by yourself?
Yeah. What were you feeling? You know, when you first saw the snow, you didn't really know English.
At first, it was very pretty. It was very pretty. When I wake up in the morning, the snow. Wow, that is amazing view. And then after you like couple months, I was like, no, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and then you gotta go through this like every single day. You know, it's very hard there. You know, you wake up so early, and then you know, you walk on the snow to get to the bus station, and then you walk in there. It's very cold place either, and then very hard walking. And then you come back, you gotta run for the school, you know, to learn English. I wanted to be like engineering when I was young. That's my when I was young. That's what I wanted to be is. And I think that after it's gonna take me many years to become you know, like engineering because my English not really good. I need to study all those. So you know, that's why like I start working at a Japanese restaurant at that time, like a part time after school, you know, at night. So I only sleep like 6 hours, something like that. When I first get to United, because I have a work in the morning, and then I have a school, and then I have to go part time at the restaurant to
Wow.
Wow. So
yes.
how did that kind of mold you into who you are today? Has that played a huge role into how you run your business and how you treat people and connect with your staff? Has that had a big impact on you?
Yes, yes. So when I start working on the restaurant, it's a Japanese restaurant. I was a dishwasher. I was start with a dishwasher thing, and then after that they put me in the kitchen. They like how I was. I set it up for them, and then after that they start let me like making a few rolls. After a few years, so yeah, I always wanted to be like I very like I, l- I know that when I start working on the restaurant, I know that that's what I really want to do, and then I really want to be, that that time I work with the Japanese chef, very they call it itamel, very professional, skillful in Japanese cuisine. And I want to be one of them, and I want when I see that I want to be like my own. I want to have my own restaurant at that time. I was okay, so I I I stopped the school because like I want to follow my dream. I want to follow my dream, and then I want to start sporting. I want to start making money. I want to start supporting my family. So uh, since then I moved to there's another job offer. So I got another job offer in Birmingham, in Alabama. So I moved there, and then I start working. So I moved to a few like I work under like several itamel, the Japanese chef, and then I learned that how you craft the really high end the fish, the Japanese fish, mixing with the American influence,
Yep.
to make it. So I learned all that in this 15 plus year. And then I always want to like create it. I always want to be like creative. Like here, they don't have it. Like in Japanese cuisine, like they rarely use those like cilantro, or like jalapenos and limes. Those things are very rare uses. So I want him to like create my own, like, especially I live in the South, so I want to be like Cajun,
You
and
wanted
I
to put your own
yeah, like
signature onto
mix it.
it.
So it
Wow.
that's what make me successful. One of the things that made me successful, I think that's no one has it on my menu I have right now. Is no one has it. It's on my like creation.
You're right.
Yeah, it's my
Very
own
unique. Very
creation, so you
unique.
can't find it anywhere else. That's the main thing that to make me one of the things that's successful too. So yeah, that's what am I going, and then I'm glad that I follow my dream, and then right now I opened it my own. So
That's amazing. So how did you guys meet? When did you and your wife meet?
we were very close since we were young.
Oh, okay.
Our parents know each other. We are Christians, so we go like the Sunday school together when we were like little, and then yeah, we met her at the in Malaysia before I almost come to here, U.S. Yes,
Wow. And
and
is
then
Christianity is that a popular thing in Burma and Myanmar, or is it
no, the most popular is a Buddhist,
Buddhist?
but there's a few like I live in the north of the Burma, but those there's I don't know what's it called, like they come to
Oh, the missionaries. Yeah.
missionary, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they come to on the north, and then they start missionary. So like my grandparents, my mom, they are Christian, so I born in Christian family.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And how has that shaped? You look like your behavior when I see you seem like you have just a tremendous, even in the midst of a chaotic rush hour at work, you always just seem like you just chilled out, man. You're
Yeah.
enjoying it. You're enjoying it. You got
Yes,
peace.
yes. I enjoy every moment of the what I have right now. Uh, it's my dream come true, and then I've been really blessed. So that's why I enjoy every more, even though we are rushed out, even though I facing something that like very stressful, or the problem. I enjoy to do and I enjoy to solving those, because it's my dream. And then
Yeah.
and once I solve it, I know that what to do when it comes to next time. So yeah, I enjoy it. Like you said, I enjoy it every moment. I enjoy to see, like, every single time I meet you. I really happy to see you every single time I
You
met
can
you.
tell,
So
man.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
you can tell. Yeah. So at what point when you were washing dishes in that first restaurant, right? And it's like, man, you see the sushi chefs and it looks cool, man, and everybody's smiling. And then so did you start to so as you were going through the next several years of learning, your eye was always on this one day. This is a dream.
Yes. That my goal is always like I wanna be the eternal, the skillful in Japanese culinary, cuisine. I want to be one of the chef like that, and
Wow.
yeah, and then that's what I walked through all those years. So I learn and learn and learn, and then I know that, as from my experience, tell me that I know how this the people like and dislike on the menu, and how to keep it like fresh every day, and those come from experience. You can just like learn from it. You can just open. You don't know anything. You can just open it. Those kind of thing that you have to learn from day after day, day after day. Those kind of thing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's something that you used to tell yourself? Because it's clear that this has been your dream and it was
Mhm.
always in the forefront of your mind as you're putting in the work and you're doing all of these long hours. What's something that you used to tell yourself?
Uh, so I used to tell myself, is like I said, I'm born in Christianity, so God is really like the main part of me, who I am right now. I've been blessed, and then every time I face something, I pray. There's he had a purpose for me. I came to this world for, like, just to pass by, and then just to, like, I want to be something. I want to be something. I want to achieve something in my life, and then there's a purpose for me. He gave me this, and then when I start working as a chef, and then that time, I think that time is, I just making a few rolls. They don't let you like touch the fish or anything. That's a fish or anything. So I always wanted to be like looking at them. I always want to be like one of them, and one day I want to be like have my own, and then I make all those menu of my own, and then I want to be like created my own restaurant, my own menu, and that's my really goal is. So I learned there's, of course, like up and down moment, like you're facing something, you want to be like quick or something, but always what is motivate me keep going is my dream. And then the other thing is like my purpose. What is the purpose for here? I come to this world, I want to be like something. At least I want to achieve something in my life. So that's what kept me going.
That's
Yeah.
really powerful. I want
Oh,
to be
Yeah.
thank you.
something, and you made
Yeah.
that happen.
Yeah, thank you, thank
What
you.
is, so you opened up the restaurant, and now you're hearing everybody say, "Oh my gosh, every restaurant that is opened right here has closed." And so you've managed to make it a poppin' restaurant. And I walked in and I felt welcomed. They were so kind. You have a truly
Yes,
amazing staff.
yes,
So,
they are.
talk us through, how do you train them? What's the hiring process? How did you build this community of workers? You came here
Yes,
pretty much
yes.
alone. So how have you built this?
Okay, so like I told you, I work in many years in this industry, and then I know what to be an employee. I know what to be. I've been there. I was their place at that time. So like I told you, even though customer, I want to be treated like what I want to treat it. So as an employee, I stay on that side. I treat them as what I want to be treated, because I've been there. I was an employee. So I treat them as like, it's not like boss and employee. I treat them as my my family. I help out them on what they need, and then I treat them as like I want to be treated. I in the work time you work, but you fun. At the same time, like I did like every years. Like it's been 2 years now.
Yeah, tell them. This is really fascinating, man. But what is it? But spring break, I think, huh?
Yeah.
spring break.
So every year I brought them to like different places to those things. Because I know what it feel like. When you like treat something really bad. I know what to feel like. You treat them something really good. I know what is a good boss. I know what is a bad boss. So I've been there. So that's why I treat them as I want to be treated, and then that's coming back. So they that's like, oh, my boss really nice to me, and then like they try their best to to make it work, this restaurant. So I have really good stuff.
So Noah, he didn't go into a lot of detail, but I
Yeah.
think it's
Describe. So you.
yeah. I think last year you went to the mountains, right? Was it to Gatlinburg? 2 years ago.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
It's in Tennessee. Yeah.
So you take what every one of your
every
all-
one of
all-
my employees.
your
yes.
employees. You
took
take them
all.
All of them.
for 1 week. Is it in one house?
1 week in. Yeah,
In one house.
I rent those like 3 stories house. There's many room in there, and then some of them we share the rooms.
Share the room, yeah.
otherwise. And yeah, we went. We had really good time. Yeah, and then this year in July, right? We went to Destin. And,
Destin, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, fun.
the whole way, and then we rent those like big yacht. The ship, and we
wanna
were,
go.
Like, shipping. yeah.
That
So
sounds like a lot of
we
fun.
had really fun. We had really fun. That's I want to be. I want them to be happy when they walk in. Yeah, I don't want them to be like why you walking? You walking when a customer come, you treat them as you treat, and then when it's nothing, when a fun time, you just have fun. You just have fun.
That's amazing. We've actually talked about this before on our podcast. Investing in your employees, initially your family, investing in them first. And in the end, they're giving back to you.
Yes,
they love
yes.
it there. They're passionate about what they do. They're willing to go the extra mile.
Yes, that's really true. Yeah, that's
That's what I
really
recognize,
true.
just because we run a similar ship to you, and so when you see somebody else and you watch, after a few times, it's like, yeah, man, this place is a little bit different, man, just because everybody's real happy every single time you come here. That you don't see people having bad days. You don't see, like, they are turned on, ready to go and to perform and really give people a great experience. And you could just tell, man. And
Yeah, it is. So the vacation thing, like last year, it's our and then like we only have a few employees that time. We don't have that many, so it's about like 10 or 12 people we go, but this time we have about like 20 people like going there, a lot. So the restaurant growing, so we have like, of course, like more employee coming in. When I first opened, it's like only 2 sushi chef, 2 server, and 2 kitchen chef and 1 dishwasher. Right now I have like 7 sushi chef, 4 in the kitchen, and as you see, like it's just growing really, really big.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So I know the way you think because you got a game plan. You've had a game plan for a long time.
Yes.
What is so talk us through the next couple of 2 or 3 years. You've got this restaurant rocking and rolling.
Okay.
And I know you're a dreamer. So
Yes.
so what's coming down the pipe? Anything
Wow,
on the
that's
drawing board?
It's a big dream. Hopefully I achieve it. So this is all not me. Like I mentioned, this is all not me. I always want to say it's God first. I want to put Him first because without Him, I can be this far.
Yeah.
I always wanna, because it's a God walk to me. It's miracle for me. To get this far.
Yeah.
But in the future, I have plan. We have a few plan. We have one coming out in Madisonville. We still talking. They building the strip mall, so we gotta wait until like next year they have to finish it, and then we come in there, and then we love Destin. So we love Destin.
Yeah.
So we being like there, and then we're gonna open one day. Yeah. So we working on the contract right now with the Destin people. It's in Miyama Beach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was a restaurant before, and then they stay opening right now, but they about to. So the owner is had a health issue, so he wanna close after I think October. I think so. We were negotiating with the contract right now with the landlord, and then we will be coming soon over there too.
Wow. So how you're such a magical part of your business, you know, you being there and I would imagine you've been grooming, you know, people to, you know, to help you as you grow. Like, how are you going to handle that? Because your presence at that restaurant has such a big impact on things, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
But I was imagining you're training your leaders for your other places are being trained within your organization right now, I would imagine, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, like when you have to be like assemble to who you're working with together. You gotta be they you are the one who they look up to, even though in your
Leading by example.
family,
Yeah.
leading by example. So you gotta work hard for it. You gotta let them know that you can achieve your dream, and then you gotta work hard for it. So that's what they follow when they look at me. Oh, my boss really work hard. So we need to work hard too. To those kind of things. Yeah.
So you have some people when you open restaurants. So the one in
Yes.
Madisonville, is it? So that's in the next year.
Yeah,
Madisonville?
sometime in next year.
It'll be the same concept. It'll just
It-
be Zen number 2, or is it a different concept?
I was planning to make it a little bit different. So even though in Zen I change like menu like every year, like I adding something new, and I want them to like not like same thing every time you come in. I want them to have like a little bit different if they want to try a little bit something new. And I always learn some. I'm still learning that what I would need to be created, the menu, what can come out really good, and so it's gonna be a little bit different menu on the Madison Bay area, but in the Florida one, the Miami Beach in Destin, it's come with the hibachi in there over
Oh, wow.
there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Everybody
gonna be
loves that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys cook. You're a sushi place, but then also you can get ramen and some hibachi,
Oh,
right?
yes, that's
yeah.
all my creation. So in the many years, I work in the kitchen. I work in the sushi bar. The last job that I have, the bosses really like me. So he put me like a few days in the sushi bar, and then let me take a few days in the kitchen. So he want me to take care of the food and stuff like that. So yeah.
So Noah, what is some advice that you would give if I were to come to you and say, this is my dream, I don't really know where to start or what I'm going to do? What would you tell me?
Okay, you have to like follow your dream. That the first thing, like, you gotta know what you want to do with your life, the rest of your life. If it's not your dream, what you do right now is not what you want to do in the future. When you like facing something like difficulties and problem, it's easy for you to give up. But you're really chasing your dream, what you really, really want to. So you got to know what you really want to be in your future. So if you know what you really want to be in the future, even though like you're facing something that difficulties and problems, so you want to keep going. You want to keep going because you want to achieve something. You want to, you want to be something in your future of your life. So that's what you're working right now. So my advice is, you gotta be work hard, of course, and then when you facing those problems and difficulties, have something that motivates you. What's your motivation is? What's your motivation? Is it a song, or is it a letter, or is it a person? What's to motivate you?
What is your reason why?
Yes. What is the reason why? What is the reason why you want to be what you want to be in the future? If there's a person you look up to, every time you're facing something, you look up to him, and you learn that how he been through when they're facing the problem. Which if it's a letter, a song, like some people they like to do like what does it say? They put like some like motivation letter. They put it on the mirror every morning. You
Like a
wake
vision
up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's reminding that keep you going.
Affirmations.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. So
Yeah.
I think like every person who chasing their dream, they need a motivation to keep it going. So for me, as I mentioned, right? As I mentioned, I'm a Christian, so I always like when I want to be quick or when I want to give up, I always say no. There's a reason for me to in this world. I need to be like I need to be something. There's a plan for me. There's a purpose for me. I just don't want to be like pass by and then die and disappear. I don't want to be there. I want to be like something. So that's what I'm motivating. Every time you face it, you think about it, and then you keep going.
Yeah.
You have an immense amount of faith.
Yes.
Faith that no matter what happens, you're going to
Yes,
be okay, but
that's
you're going to
true.
stick to your dream.
Yes.
Might
that's
face
true.
a couple of pushbacks and obstacles along the way, but you stuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. So that's like whatever you're facing is a part of the job, part of the thing that
Part
you
of
want
the
to be.
process.
So it's of course in my job in my business I have to deal with a lot of like some like customers and employees and those kind of thing. If you are like a writer, you're gonna be facing some kind of the part of the there's a part of the problem that's always gonna be there. You're not gonna be like always smoothing out to your dream, and that's always up and down. So when you're facing that, you just get to be ready when you're facing those like down moment.
Yeah, and that's you keep
Just
talking
enjoying
about.
it every single moment.
Yeah.
That's
When you're on your purpose, like I keep hearing you talking about, you already know this is what I want it to be, right? So you have this
Yes.
destination. It's like being on a map, on a GPS, and here's where I'm going. And that the quickest way is there, but then sometimes
you have to
you
take.
might,
Yeah.
there's detours that happen, life happens, things happen, but if you got this thing and you know it's the right thing,
Yes.
you're always getting back on track,
There
man,
you go,
and the
yeah.
directions are there, and that's it fascinates me, people that are born, in third world countries that that their upbringing, you have all this chaos around you, you have all of this just dysfunction and war and whatever's going on, but then you followed the people who were the resistance, right? The people that were you saw something in people that was saying, no, this isn't the best we can do. There's a better way, and we're going to fight for it. And you got out of there,
Yes.
and it's just fascinating to me that you can come on the other side of the world, not know the language, not know what's going on. They drop you in, God forbid, in Nebraska, right, and say,
Yes.
go take a bus and go do this. Just that whole piece of that is it's amazing. It's absolutely, I'm blown away, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's my dream. Like, and then don't never let people tell you like you can do it or you're not gonna be whatever you want to be. Don't let people tell you that.
Reminds me of the movie, I don't know, have you ever seen The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and his son?
No, not
You
yet.
need to go watch it. It's really
Okay,
good. But
okay.
he tells his son, they faced so many trials and literally being homeless on the street, and his wife left him and his son, and he was doing whatever he could. He wasn't qualified, but he was extremely smart, and so he worked every single day, and he would always tell his son, don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't do something.
Yes,
And
that's
so
really
it's
true.
really-
Yeah.
Wow.
When you're facing your dream, don't let people tell you can do this or you can do that. When you set your dream, you follow it and you just enjoy every single of the moment you facing it. Even though downside, upside, you just enjoying it every single moment, because like when you look back one day, those are the things that make you get this far. Those are the steps every step that you taking to get this far.
Yeah.
So that when you look back, you were enjoying it. Yes.
So is there anything that we haven't asked you that you would like to talk about? A big part of your journey that we haven't asked you about, or something that you would like?
Yeah. So
Kids,
like-
hobbies.
my hobby right now, that's my hobby. Like when I was retired, but I've been really blessed, so I can do it right now. I just portable. You know, I go fishing. That's what I want to do. You know, when I retire, I want to like, you know, go in like fishing with the families and relaxing. Those I want to do. But I get a boat last month, and then you know I start like fishing. So my
Nice.
yeah, my retirement come a little bit early, but I dream after dream. But don't let your dream stay. When you achieve something, you gotta set another goal to you know like
Yeah.
keep it going. You know, like you gotta keep it going. So like after like when my first dream is many years when my first dream I want to have my own restaurant. So right now you get your own restaurant and then your dream is come true. So you gotta set another goal for it. So you know I get few restaurant coming up, and then one of my really that's a really big picture of me, but I don't know I can ship it, but I will keep trying to you know I want to be like have a franchise, you know, like not in only here. I want to be have franchise like you know throughout the world. You know, I want to have because it's my creation, it's my own menu. No one has it, no one know the secret. So you know that's my own secret, and then I see that people really enjoying it. They really enjoy. I want to go you know throughout the world. That's my biggest dream.
I
but,
think you can do it, man. I think
yeah,
Yeah.
so what you get 2 or 3 of them, and you show that you can duplicate this to a few places now. All of a
Yes.
sudden, now you
yeah,
can
I want to
start
see
looking
its
at it.
wall. If it walk, I know that there's. I learn a lot. I still learning a lot. All those I look up all those big company. You know those franchise company. They had a really good system to run. You know like to like duplicate one after one restaurant. So you know I need really good system. I still figured it out how to do it. You know I really need a good system to run. You know like
Yeah.
every single one of them.
Yeah, this is how operations, accounting, marketing, like here's a plug and
Yes.
play, and you know how what it's almost like the McDonald's documentary. If you've ever watched that
No,
documentary,
I haven't.
yeah, oh, it's
Yes.
fascinating
Oh,
just to
really?
see how it tells the
Okay.
story of how they built the systems to scale. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The I think the when you come down to like those like you know multiple location, you need a really good system to run all those. Yeah.
big time.
Yes.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
happen.
I pray for it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. We're so blessed that we get to plug ourselves into our community around here. What is ZEN's address? It's located in Mandeville, Louisiana. What is the street address?
The address is 1703 North Causeway, Suite A. Is in Mandeville, Louisiana 70471.
And how can they find you on socials, like your Facebook and Instagram? Or
Yes, it's a Zen Sushi Bistro in the Facebook, and then our website is Zen JapaneseBistro.com.
okay, what about Instagram? You on Instagram or anything?
Yes, it's a Zen Bistro 1703. It's in Instagram.
And
All
guys,
right.
if you check out our Instagram and YouTube, I'll put all of that onto the post.
All right, thank you.
Well, Noah,
Thank
it
you.
was
thank
a pleasure.
You.
my
It
man.
was really
Yeah.
good time to talk to you, meeting with you all. Yeah.
I'm so happy that we got to